That's moving. Whoa. That is moving.
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Really happy to be back with today's video, and it's a special video regarding UFOs, space anomalies, and all sorts of strangeness. And I appreciate your guys' patience as I recently went on vacation to the beach, and the main topic of today's video is what I captured while at the beach and that I've been analyzing for the past almost 6 days straight. So you're gonna want to be sure to stick around to the end of today's video. But before we get to that, just really quick, I want to say a big congratulations and thank you to the 4 viewers and supporters of Secure Team that recently won a giveaway that I held, where 2 from our Patreon page who support monthly and 2 YouTube membership members who also support the channel monthly through the little blue join button under this video. And I held a giveaway for these really epic mouse pads that on the surface of them have the original and exact reprint of the front page of the Roswell, New Mexico newspaper that was printed back in 1947 and delivered to all the residents of the town when the infamous Roswell incident occurred, when the metallic flying saucer crashed in or near the town of Roswell, New Mexico. The Army confirmed it, the newspaper published a front page story about it, and of course we know that a couple of days later the cover-up began that it had just been a weather balloon that crashed into the desert, thus beginning the explosion of and into the topic of aliens, extraterrestrials, UFOs, and whether we are alone on this planet. And so these mouse pads have the original newspaper print before the cover-up happened, and I signed the back of each and all 4 mouse pads, as well as put a little note on there, and they've all just arrived a couple of days ago. One of the winners was in Australia, one was in England, one in Canada, and one in the United States. So we are worldwide represented here, and they were picked randomly. So I just want to say congratulations to all 4 of you, and I just want to thank everybody for your support of my work over this past 10 years, boosting me to 2.6 million subscribers we have now. And just the fact that all of you guys, whether you're buying merch or you're supporting monthly, or if you're just throwing me a thumbs up or posting a comment saying, hey Tyler, I like the stuff you're doing, man, that is what keeps me going, and I am so appreciative. You know, it's tough days here on YouTube. It's not like it was. Your support truly is paramount. So I love you guys. Congratulations to the winners. I've got more giveaways coming and some really cool ideas. So if any of you guys want to support, check out the links in the video description. So now let's get right to the meat and potatoes of today's video. It's a special day because I'm not going to just show you some UFO footage. I'm going to show you some UFO footage that I recorded myself. Breaking news here on the channel. It's exciting because I've seen UFOs before, but I've never actually caught one on camera myself, I don't believe, except for when I was much younger on VHS, and that tape has long since been lost. So long story short, my family and I went to the beach on vacation, and it's a beach right near Myrtle Beach, if you know where that is, North Carolina. So we're there, and I bring along with me my night vision infrared camera, and it's called the Aurora Pro. And it's a really awesome, really powerful little one eyepiece monocular military grade night vision camera. And unlike the older military night vision IR scopes that only shoot in green, this shoots night vision infrared in full color. Infrared, of course, is the wavelength that we cannot see with our naked eye. This is the Explorer edition, which is the best that you could buy, and it's what I got at the time. It was about a little over $1,000, which is made by a company I believe is called Psionics. And so every night at the beach when the sun would go down, I would rev this thing up and I'd start scanning the stars. And I caught nothing for the first 6 days at the beach. But on the 7th day, the day before we're about to get up in the morning and drive 11 hours back to Ohio, at about 2 in the morning, I go out and I start recording. And I zoom in as far as I can. You can zoom in with this camera and you get beautiful shots. Like the footage you're seeing here, I took right after or at dusk. So the sun had gone down, and to the naked eye, it was pretty much dark. But when I flipped to infrared on the camera, you suddenly saw hundreds of thousands of stars in the sky. I mean, this is a powerful camera. And then later in the night, we're talking midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you would see millions. You know, you'll get these beautiful shots where I'm panning through the stars, stopping for maybe 20 seconds to see if I can detect movement, and then moving on to another part of the sky. And I did this for 7 days. So on the 7th day, I'm panning the sky as usual. I'm at maximum zoom, so I am deep into the stars here. So whatever I capture at this zoom level is going to be, without a doubt, out in space, outside of Earth's atmosphere. And after recording for a good 30 minutes, I almost gave up. And that was until I first saw this object you're about to see here, and was the only object that I thought I had captured. That was until I got home and started editing this video and realized I had captured a ton more. So before we go further, here's the footage of the object, and the only one that I visually detected and then followed. So let's begin.
Nope, that's moving. Whoa. That is moving. I don't see any lights flickering. Where'd it go? Shit.
Okay, so as you saw, I am fully zoomed in and I detect something, and I am notably excited. I've been doing this for 7 days straight, not catching anything, or so I think, and I finally catch something. I don't care what the thing is, but I know it's an unidentified object steadily moving through space. I zoom out to try to get a better shot of it, and I lose the damn thing. I lose the UFO that I've waited 7 days to capture. So about 10 minutes go by, and I'm scanning and panning with the camera just all over the sky, when I finally begin to track the object again as it slowly fades into the darkness, or what I thought was the same object I had just recorded 10 minutes before.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, so before we go any further, some of you may have seen other UFOs in the footage that I have shown you thus far, and that includes the footage I showed you at the beginning, where it was just at dusk, and I was just talking about the camera and whatnot. So let's go back to the beginning where I capture the first UFO, the very first one, and the only one I see besides the one 10 minutes later. And when I got home, because it's very hard to see with this camera with your eye pressed up against it, the other eye is shut, you know, it takes getting home and and seeing the footage on a large monitor to really know what you captured. And so when I got home, I noticed that this wasn't just one object passing by that I initially detected, but if you'll notice down below it, and because I'm zoomed in so far into the stars, and I just have no context to give me any idea of the distance here, but you'll notice below the main object, there's a second object that is mimicking it. It is flying along with it. And it's not a reflection or a camera effect, because eventually the two UFOs begin moving apart from one another, as you're seeing here. So while recording this main UFO, I didn't see this second one that was following below it. So when I got home and I noticed this, I also then noticed when I had lost these UFOs, what turned out to be two UFOs flying in sync with one another, and then 10 minutes later I thought I had relocated the same object, I realized either this is the same object and it did a total 180-degree turn and started going the opposite way, or the object is totally separate from the first one I recorded, because as you'll see, and you can see here, this object 10 minutes later is moving from right to left, whereas the first two UFOs were moving left to right. Now, UFO number 4 appears out of nowhere, and it looks like it almost just materializes out of thin air. And I've seen countless videos of these bizarre objects doing this, but I'm going to show you here. I'm tracking the main UFO, and this thing just pops into existence and then begins moving northwest. You can notice how quickly it then begins to suddenly head up and out of view of my shot here. So that is definitely eerie. You know, it's one thing to see a UFO moving through the sky, which obviously could be a satellite, but if you've seen all of the space UFO analysis and footage I've posted on this channel, the thousands of videos I've done, you'll know that there is just as good a chance of one of these things being of an off-world nature as it is being a satellite. So this thing materializing out of nowhere was pretty cool. And I'm just surprised by all of these objects that I totally did not see while trying to record, mainly just the only one that I actually detected. And it also turns out that as I'm tracking this main object, as it fades off into the darkness, okay, the main object 10 minutes later, as it's moving from right to left, but it looks like it's moving away from the camera, out into space. And as it begins to fade, yet again, just a minute or so after the materializing UFO, I detected a now 5th UFO jetting through space that appears at the upper left portion of your screen, halfway towards the middle, as it blasts downward at a southeastern angle toward the bottom right corner of the shot before disappearing. And it's kind of hard to see, but we'll do our best here. And so yeah, guys, that is what I was able to detect so far. And I just wanted to get this video out. I thought I had only recorded one unidentified object in infrared and out in space, and I was happy with that. And so when I got home and discovered that I had captured 9 or so instances, and the fact there was just so much activity, things materializing out of nowhere, and just movement and activity of things in the distance, just everywhere, it was just amazing. And it's amazing that I was able to bring it out. I hope you guys were able to see it. So this was definitely a win for me as far as my goal of detecting at least something, either in the ocean moving or above it or in space with this night vision camera, and the camera has definitely lived up to its name. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was cool to post a video showing nothing but footage I was able to record. There are unknown things outside of planet Earth. There are objects throughout our solar system, and we know this, those of you that have been with me. But if you're new to the channel and you want proof, head over back to the main channel and click on the playlist called Catch Up on Past Secure Team 10 UFO videos and watch every single video and all of the just total off this world craziness that we've analyzed, and a lot of which was broken right here on this channel. If it has to do with aliens, UFOs, space, and the universe, chances are I've posted on it, but we're gonna keep going. We are far from done visiting and analyzing this topic, so stick right here with Secure Team 10. Please throw me some love and like this video, post a comment down below. I've got some new special edition merch over on secureteamtees.com that you guys may want to check out. Some really epic new designs on the shop for a limited time. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Tell me what you think of the footage that I recorded at the ocean, and if you have your own UFO footage, my contact email is also in the video description. So stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.